Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while, has it not?
When was the last one we did?
Oh
Was it
fuck,
like...
it's a while back now.
It would have been like August or something.
I think it's. I looked recently
It
when
was
I put
earlier
that
than
tweet
August.
out. I put that tweet out that weirdly got a lot more interaction than I thought it would. Like, oh shit, people actually listen to this garbage.
I mean, I've had, what, 3 or 4 people? I know it doesn't sound like many, but I've had 3 or 4 people
Yeah.
be like, when's the next one coming out?
That's
So this one's for you guys.
The last one was 3 months ago. We did Fantasy Island. That was a fucking
Oh
corker.
no. So anyway, in September 2020, we went down
Whoa,
to...
we haven't even done an introduction, Sherlock.
We have an
Come on.
introduction?
That's what that's what I just started.
I thought
I
our
know
introduction was
wankers.
just
Welcome
random
back to the
talk.
One Click Podcast. Jesus Christ, man, you can carry on.
Do that again. I was talking over you.
Yeah,
You
same.
cut that out. You just edit that out.
Oh,
Okay,
Tom, just do it again right now. There we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, welcome back to the One Click Podcast. Yeah, we do remember you, believe it or not. We just choose not to act upon that memory every now and again. Until today, when we chat shit about Brean theme park, using the word theme in a theme park with, a pinch of salt.
heaps of salt.
Heaps of salt. The theme is bright green concrete, I think.
Bright green concrete and caravan park chavs.
Oh god, yeah.
So, I suppose it's a nice continuation from Fantasy Island.
It does link
It's
in
sort of-
quite well, doesn't it?
It's sort of the southern Fantasy Island.
Yeah. Oh god, don't associate that with southern. Jeez, we've been building a reputation for ourselves.
Oh shit, yeah. It's the western Fantasy
The Western
Island.
Fantasy Island. Yeah.
Wow. Well, we went in 2020, which was our first mistake.
yeah.
It was either the end of August or the beginning of September. I can't remember.
Yeah. One of the two. And
It was August.
It
'cause
was
we
August.
used Eat Out to help out.
That's
Yes,
the one,
we
yeah,
really
yeah.
abused that.
we did fucking well, didn't we? Hindsight, that was a
Yeah. We'll get to that
Yeah.
on another time.
possibly not the most ethical decision, but fucking hell, it saved us a lot of money.
Oh, it's brilliant. I mean, not that the places we went to were very busy. They were desolate.
No.
True, yeah.
I mean, it was the West Country.
Yeah.
Brean, first of all, parking.
The car sank, didn't it?
Yeah.
The car did sink.
this was when it was. I mean, it was already fucking broken. And on that topic, keep your eyes peeled at some point in the next decade or so.
Century.
Century, yeah. We will have some videos, some audio-visual content from this little trip, which
A one-click special.
yeah, it is alarmingly akin to a right down to the fact that the
It's uncanny.
Spoilers.
It's uncanny.
I'm removing that. That's
you
that's
can
a
bleep it,
spoiler.
Bleep it.
You can bleep it out, yeah. So keep your eyes peeled for that little clusterfuck. But back to Brean itself. Let's go for an overarching feel from the moment you step foot through that gate. What was going through
Wait,
your
hang on, no, I have an answer to this.
head? Okay.
Lonely, abandoned despair.
Yeah.
Honestly, what was going through my head was, what the fuck is this?
Very much in the same boat. I walk under that arch towards the shed in which we had to collect our wristbands, and the only thing I was thinking was, what the fuck am I doing here? I could still be at home in bed.
Our first proper experience at Brean was trying to find the toilet.
That was a
I think we
struggle,
left
wasn't it?
the park twice in an effort to find the toilet.
So what we did, we walked into the park.
That didn't go very
We
well.
collected our wristbands from someone who explained that we weren't going to be getting one of the credits that day, which put a
It was
damper on
already a bad
everything.
start, yeah. It was the spinning mouse, which
Yeah.
was a shame, because they're always good.
And then we all decided that having driven, 300 miles or something stupid from the other side of the fucking country, that we did need a bit, quite badly. Turned around, went out of the park, all the way back to the car park, couldn't find the fucking carsy, came all the way back again, found it right next to the fucking entrance. It was terrible, and then went back in.
And thus concludes the bog review.
Yeah. It was. I was pissing into a pig trough. It was terrible.
Your face is coming out of that one. Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't in there.
Like, there was absolutely zero mask policy there, but you're damn fucking right I wore my mask going into that bog.
Hey, never mind COVID, I think that needs a mask regardless of what the fuck's going on, because...
Hazmat suit.
Yeah,
It
like,
was
full
fucking
space
tragic.
suit.
Yeah. I still think I've contracted things in that bog that I'm not going to get rid of.
My immune system is so strong after going to Brean that I'm pretty sure I'm immune to cancer at this point.
It's definitely possible. So that was the initial impression. What did we do first?
So first we were going to do Crazy Loop, and then we
Yeah.
realised the queue was ridiculous, so we did the Ghost Train.
We did,
which was a lot of fun. It was just an assault on the senses, but it was a great fun ride. That no cohesive storyline. It was just scary effect, more scary effect, loud noise, scary effect. Woohoo!
It was very much
exactly.
a bad trip.
It was an acid trip.
It was just like you
Yeah.
sat on it and you were just in a different universe for the entire ride, and then you came out the other end just like, what the fuck was that? But it was quite fun.
Fucking fantastic.
Yeah, that was good fun. I liked that one.
Yeah.
I think after that we went.
We did Astrostorm.
We did Astrostorm,
which is brilliant.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. Way more than I thought I was going to.
So did I.
Yeah, I thought it would be a laugh. Like, this is, a historic, effectively, bit of ride from Blackpool. Well, it would be, quite a fun little ride. I've heard good things about it. We might get some really shit, cheesy effects inside, which we got in fucking spades. And, you just come off and it would be good fun. No, it is a brilliant.
It is also very re-rideable, and it was walk-on, so we spent a lot of time on that.
It was walk-on until it pissed it down.
That was not walk-on.
Because the queue is the only one in the park that's undercover.
Yeah.
So we.
Yeah, that got quite busy when it started pissing down.
Yeah, I did enjoy. I enjoyed the cheesy, spacey sort of effects that they had.
I didn't much appreciate the assault from the compressed air at the top of the lift. That was
I thought that was funny.
That was just unpleasant. I remember getting that the first time, and then he leapt out my fucking skin.
It was very nice and warm when you went up the lift hill. It was quite pleasant.
The feeling of a Sierra cooking itself in a little box.
And a lovely smell of chain grease.
Oh yeah, you can't beat that smell.
That was good.
It was pleasant. That is like potentially the nerdiest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, I love the
really
smell of
nice
chain grease on a morning.
It was cooking itself, and it smelled of rice.
I thought, it was as jank as expected, but it was all round good fun, really.
Not the best indoor coaster in the UK, but also not the worst.
Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about Astrostorm.
I mean, you think about it, what is the best indoor in the UK?
Raptor
Attack.
Okay, so what you're saying is that after 2020, Astrostorm is the best indoor coaster in the UK.
Yes, that is exactly what
unfortunately, that is what we're saying.
The harnesses on Astrostorm, that is a T-bar.
It is. It's the closest thing to a T-bar in the UK.
It is, which makes it significantly better in my book.
And the seats are like sitting on the old school chairs that you used to get, the plastic ones.
God, they are.
Yeah, it's.
I remember getting in that the first time, and I thought, it'll be quite padded. I'll just sort of drop myself down. No, very bad. I just
there goes your tailbone.
My spine doing that. Yeah.
I suppose there's the negative that I would say then is the seats are solid.
They're solid, and the train, unless you got the front seat, they're quite small.
Yeah, front row is where it's at for that one.
However, while the seats are indeed solid, it doesn't really matter because it pulls about 1.5 G. So
it's forceless and glass made.
Yeah.
So long as you're careful with your positioning when sitting down, you're alright.
Well, I can't remember what we did next. Shall we just go through the rides as we think of them?
Yeah, go on then.
In which case,
Crazy Loop time?
It's Crazy Loop time. First of all, hello Mambo.
Hi.
Hi.
How's the pushing going?
That is the outstanding. There are a few outstanding memories of Crazy Loop, and one of them has to be the fact that the drive tyres just don't anymore.
Yes, it's
It needs
so
pushing.
old and so broken.
It needs dragging from the brake run to the unload, from the unload to the load, and then push out of the load.
It's one of few rides where I think in order to be an operator, you should probably do a fitness test.
You really should.
And it's hilarious to watch.
It
so
is
the fact that it runs only one train, and during COVID they can't fill it all. The time that they were sending that one train with people and we were stuck in the queue, we were just having to giggle at the fact that Mambo had to keep pushing it. So
it's quite funny.
So that was
those queues were just an exercise in pointing out everything that's fucked with that thing.
Not to mention that it has an unload station and a load station, which means you can't just push it back into the station. You have to push it from the unload to the load, and then push it out of the load station as well. So
it's a bit of a faff. But simultaneously, I don't think I'd trust that thing to run two trains.
What is it?
There was footage posted in one of the discs. I think it was in Coasterbot the other day. Yeah, where they are running it with two trains and they still push them.
Yeah, and this was a while ago. This is probably like 15 years ago.
Yeah, this was once it opened.
It's quite interesting because it seems to be a common thing with Pinfaris that they are set up with a double station but only run one train.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very common occurrence.
Turdo does the exact same thing, and I think Turdo pushes as well. I think it has drive tyres, but they're fucking old or something, so they don't actually work. So it's a very Pinfari thing, and it's odd that a manufacturer that is going to be bought by a park with no money and ergo no visitors needs something with a load-unload. Like, it's an odd design decision, but equally, Pinfari's Italian, so I don't know why I'd expect them to design anything.
They're all kind of designed for like travelling fairs, but never ended up in travelling fairs. They just ended up at abandoned seaside resorts.
It's just shit old parks. Yeah.
In terms of the actual ride itself, though, it actually wasn't as bad.
It wasn't anywhere near as bad as I thought.
It wasn't terrible.
It's only the last little section that beats you up.
Yeah, there's a few transitions.
Everything that you would think would be the worst part is actually the best part.
Yeah.
Like, even the drop transition into the loop isn't that bad. It's the last helix and the last turn that is just abysmally bad.
The last turn fucks you up. That is bad.
I had bruises on my arms for weeks after those. So I thought, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do this proper. Arms up, let's ride like a twat. And I got fucking abused for it. I got hammered in that last helix and that last turn. I was, no.
No, I was sensible and I adopted the Pinfari riding strategy where you just hug the restraint for dear life.
Oh shit, I'm going to die, I'm going to
just
die, I'm going
bear
to die.
hug the restraint and hope it's over soon.
That's how you ride a Pinfari, and I'm not hearing any other way. I did not put my hands up, none of that bollocks. It's just hug and hope.
Yeah, that's exactly hug and hope. Put that on a fucking t-shirt.
That would be good merch.
That would, wouldn't it?
One Click Podcast starting to do merch. Oh god.
Hug and hope. That's brilliant. Yeah.
That should be Pinfari's motto.
It should, shouldn't it? Yeah. But no, all in all, with the ranking that I give Turdo, I was expecting Big Loop to be an absolute fucking travesty, and I ended up quite enjoying it.
I take it you ranked Big Loop higher than Crazy Loop higher than Turbo?
Significantly higher, yeah.
Interesting. How bad is Turbo?
I think
it's
it's
fucking
because
bad.
You look at the size of both of them. Crazy Loop has got a lot more space to work with, but what they did with Turbo was just shrink it all down, so all the transitions are a lot tighter, and that's a lot worse.
There's one particular transition that comes to mind on Turbo that is just awful.
Is it the one in the Helix?
Yes.
Yeah. It's grim. You need to ride it, Jay. You really do.
It's quite poor.
Is there anything else on Crazy Loop before we move on?
Not what springs to mind. I think I'm good.
Yeah, I can't. Oh, the op panel was quite rusty.
Everything there was quite rusty.
For some reason, they leave the op panel. You know, that intricate bit of electronic equipment just outside, like not under any cover or anything. I mean, I know obviously the box is going to be watertight,
Oh yeah, and
that still seems ambitious.
Clearance is but a mere concept on this
I
ride.
hit a lot of support.
Oh yeah, I hit a lot of supports, and the fact
I think
that
you
Tom
can
managed
get
to do
the
it
track
was...
at one point as well, can't you?
Yeah.
And the whole way up with the catwalk railing on the lift hill, you can.
Oh yeah, you can like grab the catwalk railing.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
It's probably quite good that you can grab the catwalk railing because you're probably a more reliable anti-rollback than what they have.
It did sound quite tired.
It was fucking dude. It's like 40 years old, yeah.
It's ancient, that thing.
It's a pre-Zyklon.
Yeah.
That's a horrifying name.
Overall, not as bad as expected.
Pleasantly surprised. Let's say that.
Yeah. I don't know about pleasantly surprised, just not disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what next? We did
wacky
a wacky worm. Yeah.
Well, is there really anything to say? It's a wacky worm.
It was a wacky worm, yeah.
It didn't trim.
Actually...
I remember what it was. The chain on the lift hill was remarkably flaccid.
There is something I did pick up on this whole little Devon trip we did, and that is the variety and design differences in wacky worms. There's a whole dictionary of different wacky worm varieties out there, and you just don't realise it.
We got a properly funky manufacturer.
Yeah.
I think this one was like a Pinfari or something.
This was a standard Pinfari, I think, but...
Yeah, let me check.
I tell you what we should do. We should do a deep dive into wacky worms.
Yes, we should.
It's just staggeringly interesting.
Dedicate a whole episode to just wacky worms. Because there are so many variations.
Put it this way, on this trip we saw 3 different wacky worms, and every single one had a different type of restraint, different type of seat, different type of train.
It was the one at Funland at the Tropicana in Western Supermare. That was a wacky worm manufactured by Gorvin Amusement Rides Factory. It was like, what the fuck is that?
And it had a really weird radius change.
Oh, it
did. On the final turn as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting too far into our wacky worm episode.
Quite sidetracked. Yeah, it was a wacky worm. I seem to have written down that it had nice gazebo theming. I'm trying to remember what it meant. Was where the apple was just a tent?
Yes.
Yeah, that was...
Didn't we ride this one in the rain too?
Oh, it was pissing down.
Yeah.
Yep. So we got a wet rail wacky worm.
Yeah, we got untrimmed wet rail wacky worm.
Yeah, that was a ride. It's about the size of it.
I suppose we'll do a quick blast through all the flats then.
All the ones we bothered doing, yeah.
Wait, to preface this, the KMG Afterburner, I saw it when we first pulled into the park. I thought, oh, they've got a KMG, that'll be quite fun. It didn't even hit 90 degrees.
It struggled to hit 45.
Like, I've seen more thrilling pirate ships than that KMG.
It was fucking dismal.
Yeah, carry on anyway.
So, well, I guess you've started with the KMG then. Yeah, it looked shit.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we did. So we didn't bother with it because it had a queue all day.
The booster. Jay and I did the booster. Tom was too scared.
Fuck off! Fuck off! I would have got vomit into the ocean if I rode that.
It was a remarkably long cycle.
It fucking was. I got bored.
It reached the point where me and Tyler were just kind of spinning round, just like, well, this is our life now.
We stuck on the eternal boost.
And then when the guys at the bottom were unloading, we were stuck at the top, and we just sort of looked to our right and saw this massive storm rolling in.
Because we actually got an extra long cycle because we were waiting at the top before the cycle started, and somehow waiting at the top before the cycle ended too. So we were at the top for
we were
2
just
periods
sitting
of time.
At the top. It was great. It's a lovely view from up there. We were looking inland, not out towards the sea. So you could just see fields.
Of course, because it wasn't quite angled in the direction to look at.
If that ride was angled 90 degrees, then we would have just seen an ocean of caravans on both sides.
Yeah.
It is very much like Fantasy Island last time out, admittedly to a lesser degree, just surrounded by caravans. It's fucking incredible.
Waltzer was good fun. They played Sandstorm.
We ran on the Waltzer because there was a torrential hurricane coming, and we decided to take shelter.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was, yeah.
I nearly lost my phone.
You did.
That was good. It just got. It was doing. The ride cycle was packed. I assume because of health and safety, you can't have the op coming out and spin the gondolas. Yeah, fair enough. So this gondola was just sort of sitting there for the entire ride cycle.
It was just
doing
It had some very
and then
weird
completely
physics.
out of fucking nowhere, it goes whee, and around it went, and out my pocket came my phone.
Yeah, we sort of
God,
just
that came from nowhere.
nothing sped up, nothing changed, but all of a sudden the car just decided to fucking go into
went.
Yeah, it just went nuts. Which
well, okay, I'll take it. Sure thing. Yeah, that was enjoyable. We did the log flume as well.
it was
Log flume was good fun.
It was a log flume.
It was just a travelling 2-drop jobby. I think the best part about that is the second bigger drop sits right next to one of those kiddie driving rides. The
yes.
ones. And it has got a perspex barrier to try and stop the splash getting into that ride, but unfortunately, it's not tall enough. So if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time on that kiddie driving ride, you are going to get fucked.
There was also the first drop can completely soak the people on the second drop if you.
It had a bit of Tatuki syndrome going on.
We nearly got Tatuki, yeah.
Yeah.
That was quite close. I was a little bit concerned.
Was it a Matterhorn thing we did as
well?
Yes,
that was good.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. We got.
They started. Did they play Africa by Toto?
And the Star Wars theme.
They had all the bangers on that.
Yeah,
ride.
Whether they have them legally is another question.
Oh god, no!
Absolutely.
They certainly
Straight
have
off the Pirate Bay.
Now there is one I want to talk about.
Go on. Oh, I think
X Factor.
Oh
yes.
My god! There's a very specific part.
I think it's a KMG. Yeah. But
really?
KMG Miami. Yeah.
Yeah. They were clearly experimenting with new restraints.
I have never been so scared by a restraint in my life.
Those restraints were terrifying.
Looking at it, trying to figure out what the fuck it was going to do.
The problem is, they're automatic, they're all electronically controlled, and it's almost SNS style, so the bar folds down.
And it's not wildly dissimilar to what you'd find on a screen.
So you fold this bare metal bar down, and it slides towards you, and we sat down and they started sliding and they made contact with me. I thought, okay, that's not too bad. It didn't stop sliding.
And then they carried on sliding.
It kept going. I think the fact that it was adorned with stickers saying "Don't put your finger right here" was very, very scary.
It was a fucking worrying contraption, wasn't it?
I was quite disappointed too because looking at it off right, you think, great, there is huge potential to get a lot of room on this.
Yeah.
And I just became one with the seat. It was disgusting. It was just
not going anywhere.
The ride cycle itself was great fun.
It's fantastic. It's
Miami,
one of the best Miamis I've done.
Yeah. And luckily, Tom's specific proportions allowed him to actually get a bit of room and a bit of airtime.
Oh yeah, I was fucking fly. I could stand up. Brilliant.
Jay and I couldn't.
We could not.
We were part of the seat.
Is that it?
But I think that's it.
Did we seriously not do any of the other rides there?
We did everything multiple times.
We looked at the Ferris wheel, and then we looked at the price tag and turned around again.
That's
Same
right.
with the go-karts.
That's
Same with the go-karts, yeah.
Same with the mini-golf.
Yeah.
The mini golf wasn't the price that put us off, it was wank.
It looked terrible, didn't it?
We looked at a lot of mini golf on that trip.
And to be fair, we did expect to get mini golf later on in the trip, and that's a story in itself.
We'll cover that in our one-click special.
Yes.
What else fucking was there?
I'm missing something.
There was a disco that wasn't working. There was the wild mouse that wasn't working.
Yeah.
There was
the disco. That was an
jumper.
Interesting one we discovered. The disco was actually Australian. It's one of the travelling models, wasn't it? So it's still on the trailer, and it had an Australian registration.
Which meant that even if it was running, it would be awful because it wouldn't be able to go very high. Otherwise, it would fall over.
Yeah, it would have been pants. Surely there
was the jumping thing that we didn't bother with because it looked awful.
That jumper looked awful.
We got better airtime on the drive to the campsite.
I honestly don't think there was much else that we did. Not that I can remember.
Oh, there was some good comedy when I think we were taking shelter in the Astrostorm queue. And we saw those people riding the booster in what was quite frankly an apocalyptic storm.
I saw them after they got off as well. They looked like drowned rats. It was shocking.
Yeah.
They were fucking soaked. You just sat up top, 120 odd foot in the air, facing into the wind in a torrential downpour for about 10 minutes.
It was
because I don't know, the op must have gone for a fag break or something.
And they were wearing shorts too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, there was one in like a really fluffy fur coat.
Oh yes.
It was no longer a fluffy fur coat.
They were wearing a drowned polar bear.
Yeah. They looked like a Labrador that had gone for a swim.
It was fucking comical. Jesus Christ, did I feel for her? That looked hideously uncomfortable.
Yeah. But I mean, overall, like, the park is objectively shit.
Yeah.
Like, the lineup is a bit crap. The operations weren't amazing.
Except for Crazy Luke.
That was hilarious.
He truly was operating it to the best of a human's ability to operate that ride.
I think thinking about that, actually, it's worth pointing out the fact that, I mean, with any amount of luck, next time it opens, it won't be a problem. But last year, the COVID cleaning procedures were the best of any park I've been to. Purely because they cleaned it every cycle. If you're not going to clean it every cycle, it's a pointless exercise because you're just getting the next guy's shit on it and then it's there half an hour and it builds up. But if you're cleaning it every cycle, it makes sense, and they were.
Yeah.
And that was good. Happy days.
Yeah. I was quite surprised that of all the places to have good COVID,
fucking Brean was the
Brean was the place that did it quite well.
Yeah, that was unexpected.
When you look at the kind of people that would be there, it makes sense for them to need that extra.
Yeah, the clientele.
Honestly, maybe they just do it all the time.
Maybe that's not a COVID thing.
No. Oh, what was quite interesting as well was after it had rained, we went to queue for Crazy Loop, and they had to run like 2 or 3 cycles just to get the water out of the train.
Oh god, yeah, it sprayed the shit out of them. And they had to sweep the platform.
Yes, they did.
Because that just
the platform had no drainage whatsoever.
No, well, neither did the entire park. So it's the park, for context, is a sea of green concrete. I'm not sure why they painted it green, but they have. And it is flat as a pancake with zero drainage. So the entire thing just fills with water.
It becomes a lake.
It does.
Yeah. Oh, one more of the quirks with Crazy Loop is that the base frame support for the loop is not actually attached to the ground.
Yeah, it moves.
It lifts up
a lot. It's got. Am I right in thinking Crazy Loop had a moral support as well?
It does indeed have it has 2 moral supports, one on each side of the loop.
Yeah, so it's effectively, for those who haven't seen Twitter, two supports either side of the loop that just do not make contact.
They're about 1 inch away from the track.
Yeah, they just sort of.
They just send positive vibes to it as the train navigates the loop.
What I was going to say though was that despite the park being, objectively shite, like the lineup is wank, the atmosphere was just a permanent fairground. We had a lot of fun there.
We did.
Park. It was a really fun park to go to.
We had a good day.
Yeah.
And that kind of surprised me because I was like, going into it, I thought it's going to be shit.
Terrible.
Yeah,
I did the same thing.
That on the drive down, I was kind of filled with dread. I was like, why are we wasting this much fuel?
Why are we wasting that much fucking money? I think that's the kicker. Yeah. It cost us like 30 quid each to get in.
It was quite expensive. It was very overpriced.
Oh god, yeah, it was the most expensive. I mean, we got use out of that wristband though.
Oh god,
we did. Yeah. We must have gone on 20 or 30 rides.
I mean, we did Crazy Loop about 5 times, with Astrostorm probably about 6 or 7.
Oh, we did that. We were double digits on Astrostorm.
Yeah.
Sure.
We did the log flume once.
Once or twice.
We did a couple of the rides twice.
We did. I know we did the waltzer a shitload of times because it was pissing down and it was undercover.
I do have a suggestion, and we'll see if our loyal fans agree with it. I do think that once the world has fixed itself, or if the world has fixed itself, we return for Hello Brean at some point in the future.
I need to know what they do.
I'd quite like to go to Hello Brean.
That's exceptionally important.
Yeah.
They have a maze, don't they?
I know absolutely nothing.
I know
about
literally
this
nothing.
park at Halloween.
I'm not going to look into it.
And I kind of want to leave it that way.
I'm not going to look into it, and we'll
Just
Go
go.
into it with an open mind and see what happens.
If it's there in 2021, we'll go completely blank slate to Halloween.
I'm up for that.
That's going to be some content.
That will be some content.
Oh no.
Well, I think that's a nice place to leave it then.
That is, yeah.
Anything final to add? Any
final remarks?
Don't go out of your way to visit Brean.
If you're in the area,
However, if you're there, if you're in that bit of England,
if you happen to be visiting Devon for whatever reason,
I'm so sorry.
Go to Brean.
But go to Brean. So that's that. I suppose join us again next time, where we'll carry on with our wee odyssey down in the West Country. I can't remember what park we went to next. Was it Milky Way?
Milky Way and the Big Sheep.
Oh boy, yeah, those went very well.
We've also got a short one for Funland at the Tropicana.
That's going to be very short.
We'll ram those three into one episode, and then that will be us done 2020.
Yes, that sounds like a plan.
Sit tight for those, and sit tight for what 2021 may bring, because despite frequently forgetting about this little shit show we run, we do have plans.
And we do quite enjoy doing it.
We do.
Regardless of whether you like it or not, we're just going to carry on.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps if you like it, but at the same time, we don't care.
No one cares about you, really.
Maybe cut that bit out.
Oh no, that's staying.
No, our fans need to know.
Fair enough. Thanks ever so much for listening to our terrible garbage. Join us again next time.
Indeed, we'll see you soon.
Have a good one.